Becky and I met on April 22nd, 1989 at the Bally's Gym. And it may not have been love at first sight, but it sure was love within 24 hours. As a matter of fact, I think it was maybe 3 or 4 days later that I asked her to marry me. And we were married 47 days after we met. I quickly found out that Becky was involved in several nonprofits, in volunteering. As a matter of fact, I learned that she was a volunteer when she was in high school at Penrose Hospital as a candy striper. So she was a teenager when her volunteering days began. Park and Recreation, the Pikes Peak Center, behavioral health, went on and on the different places. Cancer Society. Being a volunteer was an integral part of her life. I loved watching her as she met with people, and she always became quite interested in what they were doing. It was always about other people and not about Becky. Becky was very much interested in the vulnerable. That was a major concern of hers. For many, many years we talked about it. She took a gerontology certificate program from UCCS, and she had thought about being an advocate for the senior citizens. It turned out that Julie Boswell, who was a friend of hers and who was on the board of Silver Key, asked her to join Silver Key, and she had been on that board for several years. She felt really fulfilled in being on the board of Silver Key. Becky, I know, worked for a long time at different times for Silver Key. Her time goes back to Mickey Crash Hours. She loved the development part, she loved the media part, public relations part, wherever she could be, whether she was on the board or on a committee. For over 30 years, she was affiliated with Silver Key. I really am quite thankful that the Silver Key board and the staff decided to confer this Lifetime Commitment Award on Becky. As her husband, I feel she deserved it because I watched her work, and I'm so happy for her, and it's touching for me to accept it on her behalf. Becky would be very embarrassed to be named for this. She never wanted any acclaim or anything, and so it would have been difficult for her to talk about herself or anything that she did. As I've been saying, she was always more interested in other people. So as her husband, I'm so touched and I'm so appreciative that she was named Lifetime Commitment Award recipient, and I thank Silver Key. For her, other people counted. That was what was important to her to find out. She loved to mentor people. She loved to help people, give people a leg up, give them a vertical step, which is what we all need in life. And as her husband, it was such a pleasure for me to watch her. She was as beautiful inside as she was outside.